one of the simple lines again is, why do you eat 3 meals a day? Because you're adding the fuel to your own engine. Because your liver is your internal chemical power plant. It takes everything that you eat, breathe, and absorb through your skin, and it processes it. It's like the computer chip that is the controller of everything in your body, and it really has to go through that liver. Liver cells are the employees in your power plant. And again, there are millions of them, and again, we have to take care of them, and this is why the food, they are the little cells that are processing all the food that you eat, and they're the things that are jump-starting all the activities in your whole body. But we want to make sure that you're moving that forward and keeping those little liver cells happy. Well, that bile that is made by the liver trickles down bile ducts and is captured in the gallbladder, and then when you eat a meal, it triggers that to constrict. It squirts it into the intestinal tract so that you can absorb the vitamins and minerals that are in the meal that you eat, and particularly the fats. You know, like I guess people, I said, well, no, would you ever think of putting bacon grease in the engine of your car? Well, it would muck up your engine big time, that's for sure. But you think nothing of putting French fries, greasy burgers, Krispy Kremes, and washing it down in your beer in your engine, and you expect it to work 24/7 and keep you healthy and on the go. Again, it's you have to make that decision. How do you get to adolescence? Well, that's a tough one. I said, if you saw a man with a crowbar and a mask on, would you invite him in your house to smash your pantry, your stove, your refrigerator, your food processor, your garbage disposal, and go in and smash your toilet? Could you live in that house? I don't think so. Well, when you're asking a virus to come in for an IV needle or a tattoo or under the covers, you're inviting that virus to come in and smash your pantry, your food processor, your garbage disposal, your internal chemical power plant, and your wonderful, miraculous liver. So it makes the decisions yourself. I had a child in an audience. I was doing a high school program, and I went through all this, what the liver does. It makes immune factors and clotting factors and all these kinds of things. And he says, how do you get an apple into your muscle? You said it makes muscles and energy and all that kind of stuff. I said, gee, that's a good question. Nobody ever asked me that before. So now I carry an apple around with me. One of the teachers gave it to me. I said, well, you eat an apple and it goes down to your stomach and it's applesauce. And I said, then the little vessels inside your intestinal tract, take the applesauce and carry it over to your liver where there's all these wonderful liver cells. They're like Santa Claus's helpers. And they take that applesauce and they make it into energy so you can be a ballet dancer or a football player. Helps you get well when you're sick, keeps you from being a sitting duck for every germ going around. It even makes the sticky stuff like glue that stops cuts from bleeding from the inside. It's your guardian angel and your internal chemical power plant. Again, because everything that you eat, breathe, and absorb through your skin has to be refined and detoxified by that liver. But when you take drugs and alcohol, same thing happens, goes down to your stomach, goes over to your liver, and it kills off those Santa Claus's helpers until you don't have enough workers in your factory to do the job, and you're out of business. About alcohol, what does alcohol do to your liver? And I said, well, you know, when I think of alcoholism, I think of New Orleans and the Katrina. You know, the levees were built to handle a hurricane, thunderstorm, whatever, but when the Katrina came along, it blew it out of the water. Same way with your liver cells. The doctors, the physicians tell us that the liver can process 2 drinks a day for a man and 1 drink a day for a woman. But beyond that, if you're drinking 6-pack of beer, you're going to damage that liver cell. It just can't handle them. You want to process that alcohol, those toxins, and get rid of them in the bile. But when you're damaging that liver cell by overpowering it, it either gets back into the bloodstream and goes to your brain, where it can cause other damage to your brain, or it is discharged in your intestinal tract. So these are just some of the simple messages that I think will help you to understand a little bit for yourself how important this liver is.